This is the fight I've been waiting for, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. The card is incredible. I was excited about your fight. There are a number of fights in here, but this is such a great matchup.
Yeah.
You know, Lucas Lepri in white, Marcio André in blue. You know, Lucas obviously with the experience, Marcio André like the newcomer, but Marcio came when he got his black belt, man. He was like this, like a thunderstorm in jiu-jitsu world. Like, he came so strong, and everyone's like, man, who is this guy? And man, he's beating Cobrinha. He's beating like some of the he's making it to the final of the World Championships. But Braulio, like, if you really had to predict this match, like if you had a, what would your prediction be?
Man, Roberts, I'm a big fan of both of those athletes, and I think in the matchup, I think the game that Lucas Lepri has is much more solid than Marcio André for competition. But these rules change completely because the first round you cannot pull guard, the first minute you cannot pull guard. You have 3 rounds. All depends on how they're gonna feel the first round and see how it goes. But I think the game that Lucas Lepri has is very tight.
Wow, and the takedown.
Takedown for Lucas.
You know, I was just going to say, that was my next comment, bro. It was that Lucas Lepri, I think, is overall more complete, more experienced.
Look at the pressure
he is a
that he put.
machine on top. I've never trained with him, but I know many people who have and say, man, this guy gets on top if you're not moving.
Yeah, he cannot move. He positioned himself, he counterweight.
If there's
very well.
anyone can play guard with him in that weight class, you know, is Marcio André, man. Like, he's a very versatile, very dynamic, very articulated fighter. Interesting to see, man. Like, Lucas Lepri with the lead so far.
Yeah, the game goes now. Lucas feel very comfortable in this on top position.
Marcio André with that lapel sweep,
That's
man.
a very good position for Marcio.
Look how he managed to wrap Lucas's lapel. Like, way in there, man.
How Lucas managed to stand up, back up with that.
It almost looks like he's foot locking. It almost like he's going to heel hook himself in his second now. He's so wrapped in his lapel.
That's a completely different way of doing the warm guard.
Yeah, it's getting sophisticated, man. It's getting really sophisticated, and it's getting harder and harder for the guy on top to move. Yeah, Lepri, though, his balance is something else. Like, when was the last time you saw Lepri get swept in his weight class?
I've never seen.
I don't think I've ever seen it happen either. Question is, how do you even train to get that good at being, you know, on top of someone? Like, it's...
But
you know,
Marcio's
he must
doing a
be
good job,
challenged. I know, like, he had him,
That
almost had him
lapel.
a couple times, and I think he might be able to, you know, be the guy who sweeps Lucas Lepri.
Lucas is counterweight really well. He's
Yeah.
squeezing that knees and then putting
You
a lot
know,
of pressure. on the
Lucas
grip.
is known for his single leg, too. Like, that's his takedown. And, you know, everyone knows that once Lucas Lepri gets that right knee in between and he's going for that knee slice, he's a monster. But Marcio André is always impressing me, man. Like, every single time I see this guy compete, he pulls something off incredible. And
He's getting that look in an inverted position now. And then try to go underneath. This is a good position to do something against Lucas, you know. Put the hips under his hips so you can take him off balance, because that's the hardest place to be.
yeah, you're right. Good point.
But now Lucas can see that right knee already out of reach. That stops so much the pressure. Look at that. He's so short. The legs are short, strong, and space like wide and squeezing. It's like a high. It feels. People say that it feels like hydraulic pressure when he's on top like that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound fun. See, like, Lucas has got to turn him back to the middle, otherwise he's going to lose that double under. Little break for both competitors. Lucas Lepri in the white gi, Marcio André in the blue. And Lucas Lepri with the lead with a minute left. It's very hard to restart those positions, Braulio. Like, so it's hard to remember exactly where. Like, it very rarely does it go back into the exact same position.
Yeah, good job that
See, you
Lucas
see
is very like a fair play guy, and then he
you can
doesn't
see
take advantage.
people complaining, and no one's too happy about how the match is reinitiated.
Lucas' pressure is so consistent, and he takes the pressure off and put back in, and it's like up and down, back and forth, and don't give much chance for the opponent. Always grabbing and gluing the guy against him, folding them.
Yeah, once again, consistency, right? Like he's not letting Marcio find himself. I think that's the key, is not letting the guy establish his guard. And all these like split-second little micro battles that are going on, and Lucas Lepri doesn't give him an inch.
Mm-hmm.
See if Marcio André finds his grips, he's dangerous. Look at that. But Lucas is very good at
regain the posture. It's crazy. It's 20 seconds to go.
It's like Marcio's pushing for that 1 inch, and Lucas is like, nope, not here.
Is he gonna go underneath? Nah, Lucas
Close.
defends so well.
Close. What a guard, man.
He's a really good guard.
Yeah, like. Lucas also very patient there when he gets on top. Like you can see, he doesn't rush anything. He's not.
End of the first round. Very good. Very good.
Self-promote. And you prove it on the mats.
Yeah.
You want to be a jiu-jitsu champ. You go on the mats and you win.
He's an amazing role model.
Exactly, he's an amazing role model. You do my motto at the gym is put your head down and train. Put your head down and train hard, and you can see Lucas is the kind of guy that has that work ethic too. Prove it on the mats. Not.
And he's really complete, and he's also really good at the bottom.
Absolutely. I remember watching him compete. I think it was a brown belt. The first saw him compete, and he always impressed me. Like his top game has always impressed me. Like he's very, very solid on top. Yeah, Marcio waiting for those 20 seconds, and Lucas Lepri's aware of that. Like it's very obvious what's going on here, and 12 seconds.
Whoa.
Let's see if Lucas can get something.
5 seconds
Marcio
to the guard pull.
Cross grip on the collar really
2,
makes
1.
it difficult.
Let's see. Wow,
nice
that was a very good
there. Too bad, it was out of bounds. I think this is
so
Lucas
fast,
Lepri's made this mistake a couple times. Like he's close to the edge of the mats and he doesn't bring the fight back in the middle. Even keeping in mind our own advantage here. Like there's absolutely no advantage to taking a shot at the end of the mats because you're not going to get anything for it, even no matter how close you are. And once you're at the end of the mats, they're going to stop it every single time. You're not going to be rewarded for that. Bro, some of my favorite grapplers in the world are here tonight.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's 2 points.
Nice takedown.
Hey, back attack is the best position for Lucas Lepri. See if he takes the backs, that's going to be big. Lucas Lepri, second round, 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go, and then he's showing pretty much dominance on this fight.
Yeah, Marcio André got good defense there, but it's a tough spot, probably, because even if Marcio André manages to recover guard, he's still going to be underneath Lucas Lepri. I think Marcio had his best moment in the fight so far when he was establishing his spider guard with the lapel, his warm guard, and he got close to sweeping Lepri a couple times, and I actually thought he had him, but
yeah.
Right now, Marcio's in a really tough spot because, like you mentioned, Lepri has a very good back attack, but at the same time, he's dominant on top in general. What do you do?
It's not a very good position to be in right now. He's so tight. Like, look at this. And the choke is getting tighter and getting tighter, getting tighter. Yeah, I think that will be.
This could be it.
It's a tap.
Wow. Incredible
Beautiful
win
match
by Lucas Lepri.
Look is amazing.
Look, man, in all honesty, if I had to put money on someone beginning of this match, it would have been on Lucas Lepri, but not by much. I think, but
Yeah, he showed
he's
much more
he's
supremacy.
so he knows what he's gonna do. It's like one of those things. He just knows. It's that same stab, heavy pass. He doesn't give anything away. And even one of the best guard players in the business, like Marcio André, can't stop his pass. Can't stop his.
That was crazy. And
or his top
I'm
position.
telling you,
his pass.
Marcio André by far is a guy that could give him a tough fight. And then it shows up that Lucas just controlled the whole thing. It's amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, winner by submission, Lucas Lepri.